Yeah. So started recording. Yeah. So uh in last classes, what we did, we installed the all the versions of the PostgreSQL version in Linux flavor, correct? All the versions, right? And also we installed in Windows and also as well as we configured the PostgreSQL in AWS RDS as well, correct? So today what I'm going to explain, how to create user-defined database server. Okay. So what are all the prerequisites is required? So while creating the user-defined database server. Okay. So let me explain. So how to create the database server. Okay. So see here guys, whenever I'm going to do any of the practical things, right? First I'm going with a paint. So in pictorial representation, first I'm going to explain, then I will go for a practical. Okay. So see here, today I'm going to explain how to create user-defined database server and as well as how to set the environment variable. Okay. So before going to create user-defined database server in CentOS, this is completely CentOS box. Okay. This is completely CentOS box. See here. So this is CentOS. Okay, within the CentOS, so what we are going to do, so we need to create, okay, database server. Okay, before going to create the database server, the first prerequisite is we need to check, okay, where the particular file system is space is free. Okay, on which file system the space is free, we need to check first that one. Okay, first what we need to check? First thing is we need to check the space on FS file system. Okay, once we know where the space is there on the particular system, in that particular file system, okay, so we need to create one directory. Okay, so we need to create one directory. Okay, example, I'm going to create a directory called, so just imagine app01. Okay, I will create one directory where the file system space is free. In the particular file system, I'm going to create one directory. Once we are going to create the directory, okay, so we need to change the ownership because whenever we are going to use the the PostgreSQL, right? At the time we are going to switch to the, okay, in operating system level, we are going to switch to the another user. Okay, so that is what is that? So that is called Postgres user. Okay, so we are going to switch whenever we are going to use the PostgreSQL database server. Okay, before going to switch to the database like a Postgres user, what we need to do? We need to change the ownership for app01. Okay, so we need to change the ownership for app01. Okay, so we need to change the ownership for Postgres slash app01. Okay, -r. -r means it will going to affect recursively on that particular folder. Okay, once we change the ownership for app01, we need to logged into the Postgres user. As a Postgres user, we need to switch to the particular location. Okay, once we are going to create all these things, okay, once we are going to create the directory and all, what is the next thing? we need to create the database server. Okay, we need to create the database server. Okay, how to create the database server? Do you know which command we need to use to create the database server? Do you know, guys, how to create the database server? Create database server. How to create, do you know? Using init db utility. So this is the utility we need to create the database server. So see here, whichever we created the directory, we need to specify that directory. Okay, once it's specified, if we are going to fire that command, okay, all the required database server files and folders will going to create under app01. Okay, it will going to initialize the database server under app01. Okay, so this is the way we need to create the database server. Okay, so this is the way we need to create the database server. Once we are going to create the directory, we need to initialize means creating the database server. Just we have created the database server. We have not yet started. Okay, just we have initialized the database server. Means initialize means we build the server. That's all. We have not yet started the database server. Okay, the next thing is, okay, so once we are going to initialize, what are all the things will be there on app01? Okay, it will be there on config file. Okay, some of the like a table space folders. Okay, all the things will comes under app01. I will tell you later. So each and every files and folders I'm going to explain. Okay, okay, all the things will comes under app01. Okay, once we create the database server, the first thing is, okay, we do not want to continue to start the database server using default port number. Okay, the default port number is 5432, correct? We do not want to start the database server, okay, using default port number. So that's why what we need to do, we need to edit. So PostgreSQL.conf file, and we need to change the port number is equal to any. So just I'm going to give 3221. Okay. Once we change the port number, okay, we are ready to start the database server. Okay. We are ready to start the database server. How to start the database server? Start database server. Okay. How to start the database server? You know, there is a utility called pg underscore ctl hyphen d slash app01. Okay. And we need to start. See here, this is the command. And whenever we are going to use the pg underscore ctl, at the time we are going to use start. And whenever we are going to shut down the database server, we need to use stop. Okay. So these are the two options whenever we are going to start and stop. And also there is two more is there, restart and reload. I'm going to explain like later, but as of now, okay. So just listen. So for start and stop is enough. Okay. So this is the way we need to start the database server. So this is the utility pg underscore ctl. Okay. So once we are going to start the database server, the first thing we need to do, we need to check whether database server is up and running or not. Using grep Postgres. Okay. At the time, Okay, once the start the database server, at the time it will going to create, okay, 5 more processes. Okay, the first process is called supervisor process. Remaining process are backend processes. I will tell you each and every backend processes, what is the use and all. But whenever we are going to start the database server, at the time, 5 processes will going to start. Okay, I'm going to explain what those 5. Okay, but this is the way we need to initialize and we need to start the database server. Anybody have any doubts here?
Here it is a user-defined database server, right? Like
Yes.
it's not a
Yeah.
default one.
No, 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 no. This is not
Yeah.
a default one. This is the user-defined database server.
Okay, that's why we changed the port number also.
Yep, yep. So
Okay,
that's why we change the port number
okay,
because the default, whenever we are going to build the database server, at the time, the port number will come 5432. Okay, we do not want to continue with the 5432. So we need to use which port number is opened in our, in our machine. So we need to use that port number. Okay. So this is the way we need to create the database server and we need to start the database server. Okay, this is the way we need to create and start the database server. Any doubts? Anybody others?
Multiple apps. If you want to use multiple file systems,
Mhm. Multiple file
then you
systems.
mentioned init-d, you have mentioned only one file systems, right?
Yep,
So
yep.
if you want to
No,
use
no, no,
multiple,
no, we can't go for that. So we need to specify the file systems, particular file system. Only one file system we need to specify. So this is just we are initializing the database server. At that time, we need to specify only one file system. So during the table space creation, we can specify the multiple file system. That is possible. But during the database server creation, okay, so we need to specify only one file system. Okay. Others, Ram Prasad, Satish, Vishnu, Santosh, Navin, Vishwa, Srinivas, Divakar, Vikash, Pradeep.
understood, Manoj.
Understood, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
this is very basic thing. Okay. So just we'll go for practical. Let's see how it will goes. Okay. And also, so where is that? Yeah, I'm going to provide this document, don't worry. So all the commands is there. Okay. Whatever I'm going to do, each and every commands is there in this document. So like day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, like that, I'm going to provide. Okay. So now let's go for practical. Yeah. 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 We'll go completely fresh. Okay. So see here, guys. Now, as of now, in my system, the space is there on root directory. Okay. Almost all 39 GB space is there. So that's why I'm going to use, okay, root directory. Okay. So what are all the things we followed in the pictorial representation in the paint? Same thing I'm going to do here as well. But here one extra thing is I'm going to set the environment variable. Okay. Yeah. See here, first thing is, what is this? Yeah. Yeah. See here, the first thing is, uh, so I'm going to create one directory. Okay. I'm going to create one directory, app01. Let's go for creating the app01. Okay. So what is the next thing you know? The next thing is, okay, so we need to set the environment variable, right? So that's why I'm going to copy the bash profile. Okay. So whenever we are going to set the environment variable, right? Okay. At the time, we need to set the environment variable in this file dot bash underscore profile. Okay. So that's why. So that bash profile is there on root directory. I'm going to copy it to the app01. Whatever we created the directory, I'm going to copy to the app01. Okay, see here guys. Let's go and create that one. Okay, successfully copied. Now what I am going to do, so just go and view slash app01 dot bash profile. Okay, here we need to set the environment variable. We need to export the environment variable. Which version we are going to use? Okay, that version binaries we need to mention here. Okay, we are using 14th version, right? So that's why we are going to specify 14th version. Here I used 11, but I'm going to use 14. Okay, I'm going to use 14th version. So here guys, I will specify this environment variable. This is the path, right? User USR PGSQL 14 bin, and this is the path. Okay, I specified here. I will save and quit. Okay, so what is the next thing The next thing is we need to change the ownership for app01. Okay, I'm going to change the ownership for app01 to Postgres. Okay, and also one more thing we need to do. We need to change the ownership for complete 14th directory as well. I'm going to change the ownership for Postgres as well. Okay, let's change the ownership for the 14th version of the PostgreSQL. See here, I changed the ownership. Okay, so now, so what is the next thing So we need to log in as a Postgres. Oh, okay, okay. So one more thing I forgot to add. See here, guys, here, etc password in this file. So now whenever we are going to log in at the time, by default data directory is /opt/PostgreSQL 10. Okay. So we do not want 10. We are going to use app01, right? Going to use app01. Okay. So now I will save and quit. So just logged in Postgres. See here. Now directly we are entered to the app01. Okay. So now check the initdb version here 14.7. We have set the environment variable. Okay, in bash profile is there, right, in this directory. So in that bash profile, we specify the 14th version. That's why it is Whenever we are going to do the init DB, that's why it is showing 14.7. Anybody have any doubts? Till anybody have any doubts? Guys?
So you are initializing with the Postgres user only, right? Not with your root.
No, yes, correct. I'm not going to initialize using root. I'm initializing using the Postgres user. So that's why I logged in as Postgres. Whenever we are going to use Postgres, at the time I'm going to log in as Postgres, then we are going to do the Postgres activity. Because I do not want to continue, with the root user. So in our environment as well, same, right? So they are not going to provide the root user. They are going to provide the whether we are going to use Sybase. They are going to use. They are going to create at the Sybase user, right? So like that. So MS equal means so they are going to provide like a particular users they are going to provide. So that's why I created a Postgres user here. Guys, others, anybody have any doubts?
Uh, Manoj, I
Yeah,
have a small doubt here. What is
yeah,
actual
yeah.
dot bash underscore profile? Why do we have to copy that folder location into that?
Yes. Why we copied, So whenever we are going to logged in as a apps like a Postgres at that time, so that is app01 is the default directory for Postgres, right?
Yeah.
So in ETS password, we have mentioned, right? Whenever we are going to logged in as a Postgres, the directory default will comes to app01. So that's why at that time when we're going to logged in as a Postgres and default directory is app01, at that time it will going to set the 14th binaries.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
Others all are okay, right? Can I continue the next thing?
Manoj, can you increase the font size very, very long?
One moment. How to increase?
Here,
Yeah.
can go to edit and go to the preferences in the edit menu. Here, in the terminal.
Oh, in terminal. Okay.
Here in the file edit, here now. In the
Oh, here. Okay.
preferences,
Oh, okay.
custom font, this one. Yeah.
Custom.
Uh, text appearance, below the text appearance, custom font.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. There, click on
So,
the mount regular 12, monospace regular. Na?
okay. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. There you can increase the font.
Got it. Is it fine? I think. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Is it fine now? Yeah. Okay. Now. Mm, yeah. So now what I'm going to do, I will create, okay, one database server here. Okay. See here, I will create one directory called cluster1. Okay. Cluster1. I'm going to initialize this cluster1 directory. See here, guys, it is initializing. If you're going with the inside the cluster1, all the required files and folders will come like this. See here, this is completely cluster1 database server files and folders. Okay, so I will tell you each and every files and folder what is the use, but as of now, I will go with only the postgresql.conf. Okay, so to probably if time will be there, I'm going to explain today only all the files and folders. Otherwise, I will explain tomorrow. Okay. Yeah. See here, before going to start the database server, okay, so we need to log in. Sorry, we need to edit the PostgreSQL.conf file. What is this conf file? Okay, whenever we are going to build the database server, okay, each and every user defined database server contains configuration parameter file. This file contains all the configuration parameters. Okay, this file contains all the configuration parameter. Okay, so see here, I'm going to edit the port. So by default 5432 is there. So I'm going to change 2221. Okay, let's go and so save and quit. Now I will go and start the database server. App01, okay, cluster 1, start. Okay, see here guys, I'm going to start the database server. Server started successfully. Okay, so now before going to connect, so the first thing is as a DBA, what we need to do? We need to check the database server is up and running or not. See here guys, so we have started the database server called cluster1, right? See here. So this is the main supervisor process. Whatever I'm highlighting, right? This is the main supervisor process. Okay. So 60825. This is the main supervisor process. And remaining, whatever you guys are seeing, right? Logger, checkpointer, background writer, wall writer, auto vacuum, stats collector, logical replication launcher. These are all our background processes for the main process. I will tell you what is the use for each and every process in the architecture. But when you guys are going to start the database server, right? These processes also will going to start. When you guys going to stop this database server, right? At that time, these processes also will going to stop. Okay. This is the background processes for the main process. Okay. But in the top of this process, we are going to call it as postmaster process. Okay. We are going to call it as postmaster process. So postmaster process means that is the supervisor process for remaining processes. Got it? Okay. So now I'm going to log in. Okay. So as a Postgres user and using the port number 2221, okay, I'm going to log into the database server. See here, guys, I able to log in. How to check which database server we are using? See here, show data directory. See here, guys, app01 cluster 1. How to list out the databases? What is the data dictionary table for databases? Guys, select database name from pg underscore database. Sorry, database. See here, Postgres template 1, template 0. And we can do ls, sorry, L plus means it will going to give additional columns with the size. Okay, what are all the default table spaces? See here, guys, /db. What is the system table for this table spaces? Select star from pg underscore table space. See here, guys, pg underscore default and pg underscore global. These are all the two table spaces, okay, will be there on this database server. How to check what is the default user is there? Okay, /du. What is the data dictionary table for this system table? pg underscore user. See here, Postgres user is there. Okay. And also how to check. So how many schemas is there? /dn. See here, public schema is there. Okay. The next thing is, okay. So, we are able to create multiple schema as well. We are able to create multiple database as well. See, now you guys tell me if I'm going to create the database, this database, where it will going to create. Guys, if I'm going to create the database, this database, where exactly it will going to create, under which table space?
PG underscore default.
See here, exactly. So if you're going to see that one, right? MDB. See here, oh, I need to provide plus. At the time, it will show you this database is created under PG underscore default. Okay. And also, if you are going to connect with the MDB database, right, in command prompt, so how to connect, /c MDB. See here. So you are now connected to the database MDB as a user Postgres. Okay. And also, here also by default, one schema will be there that is called public. And also each and every database. Okay. So see here, what is there? So it is there, all the data dictionary tables are available. These are all each and every, like a database, this system tables are available. Okay, under which schema, PG underscore catalog. This is the hidden schema. But all the data dictionary tables are available under this schema. Okay, got it, guys? Anybody have any doubts here? Anybody have any doubts? Anybody? I hope all are understood, right? Divakar, Kishore,
Yeah, yeah.
Naveen, Pradeep, Ramprasad, Santosh, Satish, Vikas, Vishnu.
Yes, Manoj, yes.
Okay, this is the very important basic thing. Okay, this is the basic thing. Okay, now, yeah, now I'm going to explain. Okay, where is that? Which directory I'm there? Okay, see here. Okay, so what is these folders and files? Whenever we build the database server, okay, what are all these folders and files are created? What is the use of this thing? Okay, so let me explain for this. Okay, yeah. First thing is I will come to paint here. Okay, so see here, guys. First thing is whenever we are going to, create the database server, the two things will come. The first thing is PG underscore default and PG underscore global. These are all the two table spaces, correct? PG underscore default and PG underscore global. Okay, these are all the two table spaces is there, correct? Whenever we are going to create the database server, right? So, but what is the location for this two table space, What is the location for this two table space, Okay, the location is here app01 slash, okay, cluster1. Inside the cluster1, okay, one base directory is there. Okay, that base directory is the location for PG underscore default table space. Okay, So this is the location for PG underscore default. Okay. And also see here, what about PG underscore global? Exactly for this one as well, there is one location is there. Slash app01 slash cluster1 slash global. Okay. So this is the location for global. Okay. See here, whenever I'm going to check here, right? See here, guys, CD base. See here, I told you right in the diagram. So this is the location for, okay. So base, a PG underscore default table space. But inside the base directory, what are all the things is there? We need to check that one, right? See here, there is a number. What is this numbers? Do we have any idea? What is this numbers? So this is the base directory is the PG underscore default table space, right? What is this numbers? Anybody have any idea for this? Uh-huh. Sorry. No. Your voice is not cleared, Santosh.
Is it represents the databases?
Exactly. So in in PG underscore default, okay, three databases will come, correct? So what is those? You know, one is Postgres, second one is template, zero, and third one is template one. But additionally, we have created one more database, MDB database, correct? Right? Okay. So that's why whenever we are entered to the base directory, at that time we are able to see four numbers. These numbers we are going to call it as OIDs. Okay. Object ID. This number we are going to call it as OIDs. Okay. See here, how to check which database have the particular OID, how to check, I will show you. See here, select OID, comma, database name from PG underscore database. See here, guys, 14486. See here, it is there, correct? 14486, right? So this is under PG underscore default, correct? And 16384, we have created one more database, right? MDB database. So that is also is there here. Okay, and one is the template one, that is also there. And 14485, see here, that is also is there. Okay, these four OIDs is represented as a database. Anybody have any doubts here? Guys, anybody have any doubts? You guys are understood or not?
Understood.
Okay, so okay, yeah. So this is the OIDs. Okay, so this is the way we need to find out the OIDs. Select OID, comma, database name from PG underscore database. Okay, so now we'll go and check there. Inside the Postgres database 14486. Okay, inside the Postgres database, what is there? We will check. Okay, let's see. Oh, what are all those things? See, a lot of numbers is there. What is this? Guys, anybody can guess this one? What is this?
Are there relations?
What relation, Santosh? Like
Like tables.
exactly. See here. So these are all the data dictionary tables object IDs. Okay, these are all the data dictionary tables OIDs, object IDs here. So whenever going to give the slash ds, right, at the time, the many this data dictionary tables it is going to list out, right? So those data dictionary tables OIDs here. So many OIDs is there. Okay. Example, I will show you. Okay. Now I'm going to log in. So database server. Okay. In this database server, I will check one OID for the particular data dictionary table. I will check the OID for select OID, comma, relation name from PG underscore class, where relation name is equal to, uh, I will take, which one I'm going to take? PG underscore user. Okay. See here. See here. The OID for PG underscore user is 12231. Okay, go and check here. 12231. Sorry. 12231. Oh, this is the global. One moment. Slash select star from. Is the PG underscore user. As the is the way we need to describe. Okay, so I will do one thing. I will take PG underscore tables. Okay, tables. So let me cross verify this one. 12250. Hey, come on. Where I am? One moment. Select ID, comma, database name from PG underscore database. 14486. Yeah, so 14486. I'm there. Here, why it is not listing out 12250. Double 250, but wait, okay, one moment. I think relation file node is different. Yeah, I got it now. Oh, relation type. Okay, let me cross verify. 12252. This is also not there. Why this table object ID is not there? PG underscore tables. Relation type, relation file node. Oh, this file node is not available for PG underscore tables. Okay. So one moment. Okay, so let me take any one OID. I will take this one. Where OID is equal to okay. See here, so for this OID is this system table. I don't know. So the relation file node is not available for PG underscore table. Okay, I'm going to cross verify why it is not there. But see here, those OIDs is completely related for data dictionary tables. Okay, so those OIDs completely related for data dictionary tables. Okay, but if you guys are going to see, right? So there are in it's like instead of data file, there are two things is there. Underscore FSM and underscore VM. What is these two things, I'm going to explain now. Okay, so see here now I'm going to create one table here. Okay, I'm going to create one table called test1. So here I will create ID integer, comma, name, varchar. Okay, I'm going to create this table. Okay, guys, see here. And also I will check the OID for this table. What is the OID for this table? I will check test1. Correct. See here, guys. The OID for this table is 16385. Okay. So on which table space this table will be there? Under PG underscore default. Correct. Let's go and see here. ls-lrth. Okay. 16385. See here, guys. The object ID is created. Means the data file is created. See here, guys. So the data file size is 0. Why it's 0? So still we have not yet inserted any of the records for the particular table, right? So that's why see here. So it is 0, 0 kilobytes. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, I will go and insert some records. Insert into test1 values. Okay. So generate underscore series. I will create some like 100 numbers of records. So that's why I'm going to use generate series. Okay, I'm going to create 100 records, comma Manoj. Here I inserted some records. Okay, now you can check the size of the data file. See here, the size of the data file. Okay, 8K. Why it is showing 8K? Anybody have any idea why it is showing 8K for that? This only we inserted, like 100 records. The 100 record contains, uh, 8 KB. Why it is showing 8K? Guys, anybody have any idea? Guys, anybody have any idea why it is showing 8K?
Default allocation is 8K for all tables whenever created.
Exactly. So whenever we are going to insert some records at the time, okay, so it will going to allocate for one extent, right? 8K extent, right? So that's why it is showing for the 8K. Okay, it is showing 8K. And also, so I will do one thing. Just I'm going to insert more number of records like 10,000. Okay, let's check like how the data file it will going to increase the file size. So just go and check. See here. See here. Now the size of the file is 440K. Okay. So see here, this is the data file for our test1 table. Whenever we are going to create any tables at the time, it will going to create the data file. Okay. On which database you guys are going to create the table? In the particular database, it will going to create the data file. See here, this is the way it will going to create the file. Guys, anybody have any doubts? Please ask me. I'm going to clarify. This is very, very important. So this is completely basic thing. So that's
But
why I'm going to ask many times. Anybody have any doubts?
K means kilobyte, right?
Uh-huh.
K means kilobyte. So we are just inserting 10,000 records occupying 410.
Hmm.
So if we insert billions of records in the table, it will occupy more size, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Compared to
exactly.
other compared
Exactly.
to other databases, this database occupying more storage, right? In that case,
No, no, no. Your voice is completely, like I'm not able to listen properly. Come again.
Yeah, I am saying just 10,000 records, it's occupying 440K. If
Mm-hmm.
we insert billions of records, it's occupy more size, which means compared to other database things, which means other compared to other Oracle, it occupying more storage, right?
No, it's normal as other RDBMS. So whatever the space is occupying for other RDBMS, the same size here also it is going to occupy. So it is not occupying more space. So 440K, it's like less only, right? For 10,000 rows. So it's a less only. So it is not taken use. So for 10,000, it is taken 440. Just kilobytes, that's all. Yeah, I in other RDBMS also same. So you can insert 10,000. There also it will going to take around some like 400K or almost same years, same size only it will going to take.
And that too depends on the column
Data
data
type.
type.
Yeah,
Because if we given any bigger data type, then
yes,
obviously it's
yes,
going to take more space. When it
exactly,
compares to SQL also, my MS SQL, there is a data page size is a 8 KB base
yeah, yeah,
data keys.
exactly. True. Okay, I hope you guys are understood, right? How exactly it will going to create the data file. Okay, and also this data file, it is created under which table space, guys? PG underscore default. Okay, base means so PG underscore default.
Default.
Because we have created the table under Postgres database, that Postgres database is under PG underscore default. Okay, I hope you guys are understood. What is the base? If somebody is going to ask what is the base directory, at least you can guys answer, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. The next thing is I will go to global. Okay, I will go to global. Here, guys, what are all those things in global? So these are all the global object OIDs. These are all the global object OIDs. What are all those global object OIDs? You know, so I will show you what are all those, So let me select start from PG underscore tables. See here. Yeah, one moment. Yeah, sorry guys. See here. So here, so see here, this is the global data dictionary table, PG underscore auth ID and PG underscore subscription. Okay, so there are some of the global data dictionary tables is there. See here, and also see here, I told you, right? PG underscore database also. Okay, global data dictionary table. See here, and PGDB role setting. This is also global data dictionary table. And also table space. Some of the data dictionary tables are global. That is not a database specified data dictionary table. Means global means that is the in entire instance only one data dictionary table is there. Okay, so that data dictionary table we are going to call it as global data dictionary tables. So these are all the, so whatever here it is mentioned right in the right side. So see here, remaining data dictionary tables, it is blank, right? This that is means PG underscore default. Okay, if the blank means this data dictionary tables is under PG underscore default. Okay, so only the few of the data dictionary tables are global data dictionary tables. Okay, those global data dictionary table is there on this location. Global. Okay, global. Anybody have any doubts, guys? Here? Anybody have any doubts? Yeah. And also, I forgot to tell one more thing. Okay. So instead of PG underscore catalog, there is one more, hidden schema will be there. Information schema. Okay. What is the use of this information schema? Okay. What is like a why the few of the tables are is under the only few of the tables means only the four tables is under information schema. Okay, why like this is completely object related means table related and roles related. Okay, data dictionary table. This tables is under information schema. Only four tables. I will tell you later. So why we require these four tables? Okay, but these four tables is under information underscore schema. Okay, in Postgres database, database we are not going to use much information schema. Okay, so information schema mostly used by SQL developers, means Postgres SQL developers. Okay, from DBN, okay, there is no use, but I'm going to tell you how exactly use this table when we are going to use this table. Okay, I'm going to tell you and then maybe next class. Okay, what is the use? I'm going to tell you. Okay, but the global data dictionary table is under this directory. Okay, so the next thing is, okay, so we have done base and global, correct? So you guys are understood, right? Why these two directories will going to create base and global, guys? Guys, you guys are understood, right? What is the use of base and global? Okay. Yeah. The next thing is, yeah.
Manoj, one doubt.
Yeah.
See, if everything is created by default, why there is difference between global and default?
Come again.
No, no. See, while creating, both are getting created, like PG global and PG default. So why they have categorized like global and
Yes,
default?
yes, yeah. So why they categorized, you know? So this base is completely, the three databases. Okay, whatever the Postgres and other two and whatever the user defined without specifying, we are going to create the database, right? Those databases also created under base, means PG default, correct?
Yeah.
But this global objects will not going to create it on newly created databases. It is only the instance specific objects. Only the instance specific objects. It will not going to reflect on newly created database objects. Okay, so that's why they separated base and global.
Okay.
I hope you understood, right? Cleared?
Yeah. Got
Okay.
it. Thank you.
Yeah, that's why they separated. Okay, and so the next thing is base and global. So that's why we know, right? So now, so what is the use of base and global? Okay, I will go to this file. What is the postmaster.pid? So when I uh, did ps-e of grep Postgres, right? At the time I told you guys. So this is the postmaster process, correct? So what is the postmaster process? The postmaster process is the main process. How to identify the postmaster process ID, See here, this is the one, postmaster.pid. Just you can do cat. See here, it will going to maintain the complete information for the database server. See here, 60825. See here, the PID for this main process is 608825, correct? And also see here, guys. So this is the database server data directory for this instance, correct? So that's why it is showing. Okay, got it. And also see here port number. Okay, you got it right. See here. So this is the complete PID location, means postmaster, where exactly it will going to connect. So it will going to, if you are going to check here, right, in this path. So here, oh, one file needs to lock. Okay, so I will show you later. So this is this in this part. Okay, whenever we are going to connect to the database server at the time, okay, one file, the log file will going to create. But this postmaster.pid file, it will collect the information about, okay, complete instance PID information and data directory remaining things. Okay, see here, this is the thing. The next thing is how to check the current log file. See here, if you are going to check this file, right, we'll easily got to know where we were. Okay, app01 cluster1. So just do cat. See here, guys. Currently, the database server is using this log file. Today is Friday, right? See here. So it is using this log file. What is the location for this log file? You go there, cd log. Here, the log file is available. See here. This is completely error log file. This is completely error log file. If you are going to open this file, right? See here, when the server started, okay, what type of addresses it will going to listening during the server start, IPv6 and IPv4. Okay, and also here it will going to listening the Unix socket. So whatever the path I specified, right? So that is the one. See here. So this is the Unix socket path. Okay, and also the database system was shut down during this time. The database system is ready to accept this connection, and also so I by mistakenly I type pg underscore databases, but the data dictionary exact thing is pg underscore database. So that's why here error also reported here. Each and everything it will going to write into this error log file. Okay, each and everything it will going to write to this error log file. Okay, and also guys, in 10th version, okay, by default error log file it was not there. Okay, we have to configure at that time. But in 14th version, by default, error log file will going to create during the database server initialization. Okay, so this is the one additional functionality in 14th version. Okay, this is completely error log file. So this is the location. See here, guys. So cluster 1 log. I hope you guys are understood, right? So log and postgresql.conf and current log files and postmaster.pid. You guys are got it, right? These things, folders and files. Okay. And also, if you guys wants to check the version of the PostgreSQL, right? See here. So this is the file. It will going to maintain the version of the PostgreSQL. Okay. And also, what is the postgresql.auto.conf? What is this file? So there is the file already called postgresql.conf. It contains all the configuration parameter. Why this file auto.conf? Okay, why this file is required, whenever we are going to change the configuration parameter in the database level, right? Okay, at the time we change the configuration parameter in the database level, right? At the time, those configuration parameter entry will be right into the postgresql.auto.conf file. Okay, the updated configuration parameter value will going to write into the postgresql.auto.conf file. Whenever we are going to change in the database level, I'm talking about completely the instance level, not outside the instance. Whenever we are going to change the database configuration parameter value inside the instance, those configuration parameter values, it will going to write into the postgresql.auto.conf file. Currently, so there is no configuration file parameters here. See here, I told right. So it will be overwritten by the using the alter system command. Whenever we are going to use alter system within the instance level, right? At that time, those configuration parameter value will going to update here. Okay. On this file, postgresql.auto.conf file. Guys, you understood, right? So like what exactly this files and folder? Anybody have any doubts? Or it's boring class? Guys? I think I hope you guys are understanding, right?
Yes, Manoj.
Yes, Manoj,
Yes, Manoj.
understanding.
Okay. So these are all the some important files and folders. Okay. So I will do one thing. Remaining folders and files I'm going to explain next class. Okay. I don't want to explain now because most of the things I explained today. Okay. The remaining folders and files. See here the table space, replication slot, multi-exact. So many files and folders is there still. Okay. I'm going to explain on next class. Okay, in Monday class, I'm going to explain. Okay, so exactly. So what are all the important folders and files? I'm going to explain those things. So then we will go for another things because this is very, very important things, guys. So that's why I need to explain all the things. Okay. I think I hope today is enough, right?
Enough, Manoj.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm going to send the recorded session